Everybody, it's Sierra, Onyx's daughter. Today's video is Tuesday, so it's our team training call, so make sure to like today's video and subscribe to my mom's channel if you haven't.
And so now we're going to start the meat of this call, and that is that you get to ask Onyx a question. And I'll throw out just a wild question like I always do in the beginning. What's your favorite fish up there?
Wow, up here? So my favorite fish in the whole world is grouper. And I have this old saying, grouper is super. So whenever the kids spearfish a grouper, they always send me a picture. Mom, look what we got, a grouper. And then they call me and they say, Mom, say it. They put me on speaker with all of their friends and I go, grouper is super. Are you bringing some over?
I
love grouper. But up here, I tend to actually eat a lot of lobster because we've got the Maine lobster up here with the lobster. So, and I do like the Maine lobster. So it's definitely one of my favorites. So that's Sheila's crazy question for the day.
Now that we got that out of the way, who has a wonderful question? I'm jealous. I love lobster. I know, Mimi, right? Lobster rolls in Rhode Island, mind blowing.
My mouth is watering.
I know, right? Yes, there's a beautiful place in Nantucket when we went over for Memorial Weekend. It's called Cru, C-R-U, and it's right on the water. It's very, very fancy. And you go in there and you have lobster rolls, but instead of making it with mayonnaise, they make it in a roll, but they make it with butter and dill, and it's warm. Oh, I don't eat the bread, but I'm just, they're like, lady, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating a lobster. What do you think I'm doing?
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we got that important information out, because we need to know more about Onyx personally, right? Who has a question? I know Anne says you're making me homesick.
Right?
Who has a question for Onyx? Bring them on, or you're going to keep getting me asking these wonderful questions all day. And I can do it. Trust me.
All right. Because we're in this new man.
Please.
Okay, so Onyx, we have this new era with your new YouTube channel, and now you're just really growing technologically, right?
Yep.
And those of us that were not born with a mouse in our right hand,
it's
a little bit of an
look. I got an Apple computer now, you guys. Sierra's taking me into the fast lane.
I love that. What would you explain the rhythm of how you're releasing your YouTubes, or just like your technological rhythm, so that we can stay a little bit ahead of you. Like, when you have something on, like a drawing one day and you did announce it for all of us and all of that, is there a rhythm yet, or is that still being formed?
So it is being formed. Sierra, are you on here live?
I don't think I saw her.
I saw her.
I thought I saw, but she may not be, she may be in record mode. So what's happened, Sandy, is I have actually hired both of my daughters. So Sierra is working for me, and so is Neve. And if you were on the live when we did the giveaway, all three of us were on. And so what they've done is they've divided and conquered. And so Sierra is working on basically what would be the longer videos, and Neve is working on the shorts. So like Neve and I recorded some shorts this morning. So she's making shorts of videos of me. And then she's also making shorts that are like words, but then she records it's my sayings, but then she records my voice into it. So my other daughter's name is spelled Neve, N-E-V-E. It's like Eve with an N at the front. It's actually an Irish name, but when you see how they spell it in Ireland, I was like, there's no way I can do that to Neve. So I didn't spell it that way, but the word, it means radiance. So it's really fun. We're still working on the rhythm. But basically where we're at is Sierra's doing 3 days a week of the longer videos, and Neve is doing 3 or 4 days a week of the shorter videos. And then what I think will end up happening eventually, probably in the not too distant future, next week or two, we're talking about like Thursday at noon Eastern. So we have this one at Tuesday at noon. We're talking about Thursday at noon. We'll do a live where everybody can jump on YouTube and ask a question, and we'll just be in a live YouTube. So yes, you're seeing me stepping into what's coming, because the future of every industry, I think, is online. And I've been kicking and screaming from the beginning. I mean, I remember when I was building my juice business, I had one of those flip phones and my assistant was like, if you don't buy yourself an Apple, I'm buying one for Christmas. And I'm like, but I love my flip phone. And she's like, I don't care. You need to learn how to text. And so I finally learned how to text. It's been the same thing with this. It's been, for me, it's been kicking and screaming, learning how to do this. I think Neve, actually my youngest one, I think she started me a TikTok account yesterday. She's been asking since she started. So I think she started a TikTok account. So we're moving in that direction. And this will line up with what's happening from corporate. So Lori, who is the president of the company, is doing, I think, a fantastic job with the business. And she is very modernizing everything, including the website. So she's busy at that. I think we will see some of it, if not all of it, at convention. I've heard some people are squealing. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard people are really, really excited. And I think what we're going to start to see is the policies and procedures will be modernized. I think we're going to see learning how to do more social media to build the business. So we're going to start to see more encouragement for online bringing people through, not just like the influencers. Like last week, we talked about influencers. That's a whole nother part of this industry that is really growing strong. So we have the most amazing technology. We have the most amazing founder and CEO. I think our president is doing an absolutely fantastic job. She's also amazing. And so she's just bringing us from this 17-year-old company into the more modern day. And then we will then be tasked with learning how to run and how are we going to do this. I think you'll see corporate will do some trainings, hopefully at convention, for some ways that we need to start thinking about it. It's been one of the things that I've been talking about when we modernize the compensation plan. We need to be thinking about what do the influencers want, so that we as a company are inviting influencers in because we want them to be here. We want them to have a home here. And so we don't just want to think about network marketing, traditional network marketing. Not that network marketing isn't wonderful. It is, but all businesses are either growing or dying. And if they're growing, it's because of you. And if they're dying, it's because of you. So I really love the fact that Lori is leading this charge, that she is so tech savvy, because I'm not as tech savvy as her, and I can see what's coming. So that's what I'm doing. And with all of us, I think we're all learning together. So it means that I'll be able to teach more. I can't teach something that I don't know how to do. So I have to physically do it, make the mistakes so that I can then teach you all, okay, this is what I did. This is what worked, just didn't work. You know, this created whatever, etc. So as I start to get some more understanding, I'll start sharing. But everybody says it takes 90 days to 6 months to really get the YouTube under, to have a rhythm, to start to really understand. So we're just in the dredges of it right now, trying to figure it out, you know, trying to, does this work? Does that work?
So Onyx, real quick, Sadie, Onyx, I know why you liked that flip phone. I know.
Oh yeah?
It's because when you go like this, it was like you were in Star Trek. Scotty, beam me up. And that's why everybody in our generation liked those damn flip phones.
Now, you're going to know something so cute. I don't know which video, but one time I was on with David. Was it our call? And David actually has one of those things from Star Trek. So I was on the Zoom and he went, hold on a minute. And he went running over to the other side of his office and he came back. What was it called? A transponder or trans?
No, that's the communicator.
He had a communicator. He had a communicator.
Okay, that's the communicator. I used to have all the ships and I hung them in from my ceiling for my kids, and we would play, we would battle them. Yeah, crazy me. I'm sorry. Sandy, did you have any other questions?
Well, I know you or somebody else is not going to let it slip by that she said modernize the compensation plan. I'm going to let somebody else ask about that, because what I really want to know is, now that you're on camera, now, you know, we all met during the pandemic where whatever we were wearing, and there was nobody that rocks a tank top the way that you do, Onyx, right?
Thank you.
And I actually think that also just made me feel comfortable to be who I am and be. So I noticed that you're just for a meeting today, and I'm just wondering.
That's just because I just recorded a short 20 minutes ago, and I thought, I look cute. I'm going to stay in this dress. They're going to see me looking cute today.
But
so I just show up. I show up as me. I'm not. I am who I am, and who I am is perfect because it's me. And you are who you are, and who you are is perfect because it's you. And so I don't feel like I need to change who I am. I put my jeans on one leg at a time. I'm no better or no worse than you. We are all human beings. We're all figuring it out. We're all falling down. We're all standing back up. We're all trying to shine the biggest light we possibly can. holding on to each other, and we get to go together, which is what makes me happy.
Love it.
Thank you.
I don't know if it'll decline. Can you hear it? Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Caleb, please, I hope somebody asks about the compensation plan. Okay, sweetie?
Technology. Now you
Oh,
see, now that I have an Apple phone and an Apple computer, I guess they talk to each other even when I'm on a Zoom. So I got to learn that one. So that'll be next. See, I'm falling down right in front of you guys. It is what it is. It's fine.
And you know, that's it. That is life, right? And we live life real. And that's what our team is about showing real life. And when we train on this call, we train about everything. We're not just training about the specifics of network marketing. We're training on literally how to step into your light, how to step into your power, how to speak your truth, how to put one on. And if you need to put a high heel on the other foot, because you're doing a dance with somebody that's doing the dance, then that's what you need to do, right, Onyx?
Correct. And for me, network marketing and life, they run into each other. And so when I elevate myself, my network marketing business elevates. When I elevate my network marketing business, my life elevates. And so I'm constantly working on me. I'm not just working on my network marketing skills. I'm working on my personal skills. I'm working on my communication skills. I'm working on my skills of understanding, what am I looking at? You know, the veils have changed for all of us. And I'm having as much problem as all of you all going, wait a minute, you know, they've been telling us that for 35 years. Could that also be a lie? I mean, I'm experiencing the exact same things that all of you are. We're doing this together. We're all elevating and growing together.
Exactly. Heather, do you have a question? I
Yes.
see you're unmuted.
Okay, yes. So in addition, aside from the residual income, what is your favorite part about network marketing?
It's actually not the residual income. My favorite part.
I wasn't saying it was, but I guess the question is, what is your favorite part about network marketing?
It's this community. It's a community of people. And for me, I raised my children in a network marketing community. So when I said yes last time, my youngest, Neve, who's now working for me, she's graduated and she's working for me, you guys, she's 20 years old now. And she grew up in network marketing. So did Sierra. And so for me, what I find with network marketers, these are the best group of people. They're interested in their health. They're interested in each other. They're interested in work. They have a work ethic. They're interested in learning. They're interested in growing. These are the kind of people that I want to be around. And so for me, this community is what I love. It's all of you. It's this group of friends. That's what's important to me.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that too, how it brings people from all walks of life together with a similar passion.
And it's interesting because statistically what they're saying right now is that, what's it called when suicide rates are very, very high right now. And if you ask and do a survey, I think it's 50 to 60% of people today say that they don't even have one person that they can call a friend. And so that's criminal, you know, that's really awful. And I think that so much of the way through that is just by bringing people into a community of network marketing, whether it's this or another community that they gel with, that's great. You know, reach out. We all need the human interaction. We need that touch.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Onyx, there's a question in the comment that says, or in the chat rather, that says, what has been a big feeling of failure that you had to move forward from?
I think for me, it comes from an expectation not being met. And so I'm expecting that, you know, my life is going to go this way, or that my business is going to go this way, or my children are going to go this way. And I've been working in that direction, and then that's not the way it goes. And so to come to the reality of, okay, that's not the way it's going to be. And in today's world, I find that I'm doing so much detaching from things, you know, detaching, I think, is in the collective right now. We're all learning to detach and allow everybody to be who they are, whatever that is, because they're still a beautiful human being. And so I think that's been one of the biggest things, is that as soon as I can get my life to a space that I don't have a lot of expectations about what my children are going to do or how my children are going to behave, or the business is going to go this way, or the, corporate is going to do this, or the team is going to do that, then all of a sudden I can be an unflickering candle. And that's one of the things for me that I really like, because I think in life we're blown around a lot. We get challenges, we get upsets, we get grief. My oldest friend from high school sent me a note today. I used to go spend a month every summer on the yacht with her family. I lived with her family for a month every summer, and her father's wife just died this morning. And she sent me a note this morning, and I'm like, boy, sometimes the human existence is really, really hard. So it's real easy to have somebody else blow your candle out. And so for me, I try and work to be an unflickering candle. Am I perfect at it? Nope, I'm not. But I'm learning a lot today about detaching, letting go, and just allowing. So today I spend my time, instead of trying to push, I tend to spend my time trying to practice being a leaf floating down the river, and just allowing the river to take me in the way that it wants to go. So I don't have to have an expectation that I'm going to be on the north bank by 2 and I'm going to be on the south bank by 4. I can just float down the river. And if I get to the north bank at 2, great. And if I don't, I can keep floating down the river. And so my life has become more calm. And a lot of you guys have sent me notes saying that you've noticed how I'm more embodied, I'm more calm, I'm more present than I've ever been, because I'm a little racehorse. I'm literally, let's go. Where are we going? Let's go. And so a lot of that has started to shift for me. Again, I think it's in the collective. I think we're all learning how to get to more of a space of calm, how to be more embodied, and how to be more in a space of letting go and just allowing.
Onyx, one of the things that that I hadn't really processed through until we learned it from Damien is that most of us don't even let our souls into our body. Okay. And I know for years and years, that was how I lived with the 10 plus pain, was to have my soul out, because it can be less distracting. And so what you're talking about, and what it sounds to me, is that your soul is more and more fully connecting into you every single day, allowing you to have that personal growth, that standing in your own power and speaking your truth, versus everything that's others' input to you, that they want their expectations of you or for you. So it's been beautiful to literally be partnered with you for this last year and a half, and to see that shift, because I've totally seen it, and I know others can see that in you as well.
Yep.
So,
and I'm sure you all see it in each other, because I'm no different than anyone on this call. We're all working on the same stuff. We're all in the collective. We're all a part of the collective. We're all learning together. We're all becoming more embodied. We're all not just accepting that which we see on the TV, or that which we've been told, or that we read in a book as being truth. We're now starting to say, well, wait a minute, where did this come from? We're really questioning things, and it's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a crazy time to be alive, but it's a beautiful time to be alive, because we are literally coming to life, coming to full senses, becoming part of the ocean, becoming part of the land, becoming part of the earth, feeling the wind and the air and everything that's going around. Because I, like many of you, have experienced a lot of personal trauma. And that's exactly what I did. Leave my body. And as Damien taught, when we were little children, a lot of us did that as a way to be safe. And it's a practice that continued for many of us. And so now I invite myself back in, come back into the body.
When you experience a lot of accidents, like silly little things, you might keep breaking your toe on that same chair, even though you move the chair 10 different times, but you still find it and you break your toe. That's your body trying to get your soul back into you. It literally is telling you, you've got to disconnect, you're misaligned. And so I just got shivers all over thinking about how you really have helped so many of us, Onyx, to give ourselves permission to see the difference and the removal of the veils. So who else has a question for the beautiful Onyx?
Having a spiritual call today. Fascinating.
You know, that's what I love about our calls, Onyx, is because you never know what's going to happen.
Oh,
and they're always beautiful.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
I thought I saw somebody's hand over there. Like I said before, I can ask all the questions. Patricia, welcome, beautiful. Come on.
Hi, thank you. I do have a question, but I wanted to say, based on what we're talking about, that the universe is always talking to us. And if we don't listen when it is the size of a toothpick, it turns into a 2x4. And then we're forced to listen. So I try to practice as best I can. Listening.
Sometimes, Patricia, I get hit by the Mack truck. Mine goes from the 2x4 to the Mack truck. And then I'm like, oh, I think you're trying to get my attention. Okay.
Well, I've been told numerous times I should not be multitasking. So the other day I'm walking and one of the books and one of the writings in my book, Tuning into Spirit, actually says, do not multitask. Do maybe one or two things at a time, but not everything at once.
Yep.
So I'm outside walking. I walk every single day, 2 miles. However, I was trying to fit my earbuds. I was trying to figure out where my Audible books was. All while I was walking, I fell.
Oof.
I fell so hard on the sidewalk. I had a huge black and blue mark here. I actually almost broke my wrist, and I've got a big scab on my knee. Well, the blessing in all of this is my wrist is not broken, the scab on my chin is gone, and the scab on my knee is gone. All this in a week and a half.
Wow.
That is the testimony of the patches.
Yep. Yep.
So that's incredible. But my question is, Onyx, where did you get the idea? Because I totally believe that the universe is always talking to us. There's always something, and that voice, that something, is spirit, God's voice. And I'm thinking that what you're doing now came from there.
What I'm doing now with the YouTube channel?
Yes, all of that.
Yes. I just think things are opening up. And so I'm paying attention to floating down the river. So it's not like I said, it's time to do a YouTube channel. I got to do a YouTube channel right now. That's not what happened. I'm floating down the river and said, oh, look at this new president we have. Look at what Lori's up to. Okay, this woman is not afraid of social media. This woman is not afraid of online sales. I'm floating down the river. I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, this is where we're going. I know this is where the industry is going. We all know that. Look at how Zoom has completely changed the face of most businesses today. So I think that's what it is, Patricia. I don't know that for me, there was just an aha. And sometimes I do wake up, it's usually at 5 a.m. and God gives me an aha. And sometimes it's a complete business. One time I got woken up and I wrote a business plan for somebody that I had dinner with the night before. I called the man back up and I said, good morning. He's like, yes. And I said, I have a business plan for you. He said, what? I said, God just gave me a business plan. So I wrote it down and I gave it to you. So sometimes I get it like that. And sometimes it's just a little bit opens, a little bit opens, a little bit opens. And lately it's not this, I gotta create, I gotta do, I gotta. It's more of this little bit opening, that leaf floating down the river, the new space that I'm in. Jill, are you proud of me? I'm looking right at the camera. That's Jill's favorite thing.
Yes.
I'm learning how to do it too.
Yeah, you're doing a great job of it, Onyx.
Ooh.
Jill, what question do you have for us?
Okay, so
oh, you look pretty today. Wow.
Thank
Wow. You're getting younger and younger, girl.
Almost 63.
You don't look it. Wow.
Don't look it.
Nope.
One of the things that when I tell people about our group and about you is I say, you know, we have this amazing team leader, and one of the things about her is she's like so genuine, and even though she has this huge team. I mean, how big is your team now, Onyx? Like,
We're over 45,000 people now.
yeah, that's what I've been saying. I mean, I remember when you said we have 4, you know, when we
30,000.
started it, I remember when you were in Sarasota and you said, we're up to 400 people.
Right?
Now we're 45,000. Like, I told somebody that story the other day.
Yep.
And one of the things I say about you is, and maybe this is like, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I always say, and even though her team is so large, I'll just say my experience is that she's available to anyone that wants to reach out to her. And when we were together in Tampa a few weeks ago at the event, I asked you, is your phone going all day? Are you getting text all day? And you said you were, but what I didn't ask you, and this is my question, is how do you handle that? How do you do this? How do you be the head of a 45,000 person team? How do you, like, this is a logistics question. How do you do this?
It's a great question. So first of all, I love this team. I love this organization. I love every single person here. And I think everybody is valuable and everybody has something to bring to the team. So everything that I do to connect with you all comes from a complete space of love. There's no obligation. There's no, I don't have time for this. That stuff just doesn't even come up. I don't procrastinate at all either. And then the other thing I do, you guys notice, like if I run a special, I say, send me a picture. And then I know your address is often in there, but I don't have the ability to, you know, copy and paste that. So please type out. So I have specifics, or I'm going to copy and paste and send a question to David. And I'll send you guys will send me 4 text messages about it. And I'll send you back a note that says, send it to me in 1 text message so I can copy and paste. And so whether I'm copy and pasting and putting you on my list to send you a free sleeve, or I'm copy and pasting and sending a note to David, or I'm copy and pasting and sending something to customer service or to Lori or to Emily or whoever you all might need help from, I slimline it in the way that I allow you all to interact with me when I need to do something for you. And then I don't procrastinate. So it's not like I leave this and at the end of the night, there's 45 people that I need to respond to. I'm responding all through the day. Many times, like yesterday, Mary sent me a note. I need you to call me ASAP, and I'm like, okay, she's somebody in California. And I called her and she's like, I need a sleeve like tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, well, it's 6 o'clock here in Florida. I can't overnight you a sleeve. Where are you? Let's see if I can find somebody who's in your neighborhood that can get you a sleeve tomorrow. And so it just comes from a place of love. So there's no work attached to it. And I think it's efficient. Some of it may seem laborious to you all, but it makes me more efficient, if that makes sense. So that's the way I do it.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
So so what I'm hearing is you don't resist, like you just go. That's more of being in the flow, even with things that you have to do. It's not, you don't resist, you don't postpone, you handle it immediately. And that's staying in that flow.
Correct. But I do require that it comes in this way, so that you imagine if I had to copy and paste 4 messages to send to customer service, and then there's 30 of you guys that have sent something in, that would be way too laborious for me and I would drop the ball. And so like sometimes you guys will send me a question that you want me to send, and I'm like, I'll send it to David, but frankly, I'd rather have you all redo this. Give me a little more information. It's a woman that I'm asking about. She's 60 years old. This is what's gone on. The more data you give me that I can copy and paste to put it in the message to David, the better quality question you're going to get an answer to. And so sometimes I'm helping to make it work a little better so that you all are getting the best results. But yeah, it's just, there's no labor in it at all. It's love. It's love.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jill, you brought up a really extremely important point, and that is about resistance. Because when you resist something, the universe says, oh, there's a lesson in here for you. And it starts shunting the thing that you resist, that frequency. Anything that you're resisting in that frequency will come to you like a lightning bolt. When you allow what Onyx is talking about, being in the flow. And I see Onyx as still, she has that guide star. She's not just letting the water take her randomly wherever. She's got her pole star, but she's floating towards it. That's called acceptance. Yeah. And acceptance is what allows you to smoothly flow down that river. There might be a little bit of turbulence that she has to pass through and stuff, but your point about resistance, Jill, is beautiful. Thank you.
Correct. And I mean, literally, I just recorded with Neve. We're making shorts for YouTube, and we just did one about, I talked about whatever feeling you're feeling that you don't want to feel, whether that's sadness, whether that's grief, whether that's anger, whether that's resentment, whatever that feeling is. So often in this human experience, we say, ugh, I don't like that feeling. I don't like the way I feel when I have that feeling. And so we try and do everything we can not to feel that feeling. So I'm going to go for a walk, and I'm going to, I'm going to talk on the phone, and I'm going to blah, blah, blah. I'm going to eat, a piece of chocolate cake. I'm going to do whatever I can do not to have that feeling. And what I have learned exactly about resistance is it's far easier to just get into the body and feel that feeling. Pretty much in 90 seconds, it's gone. But all of that resistance and no, I don't want is so much more work than just being in the body and feeling it, because the feeling will pass. It'll pass.
All right.
Hello to all.
Any question, girlfriend?
Hello to all.
Did you call on me?
No,
Okay.
it was Sandy. I'm calling.
Okay. Well, Sandy,
Hold
hold
on.
on, because I had unmuted Beanie. I had Beanie, and then we'll come back to you, Sandra. Okay.
Okay, darling.
All right, doll.
First of all, everything that you're saying and what we're talking about, it's just incredible, because this, what we have here, we have a business, but we're really a platform for living life. I mean, the way that this business is unfolding and how we're able to become conscious in this business and live these principles, because all these principles, I've been studying these for years. So many of us have, and we also are saying the things in the chat, and it's like, yes, it's so exciting to be in a community that operates at this level, and that it just feels so different to give the encouragement to go out and share with people. So I just wanted to say that to begin with, because it's, what you've created, that, the company is really like this. I think that's why you can create it, because the company is of light and frequency and higher vibration. So I'm just astounded, because, like many people, I would say, we've been in other companies, and so it's just so not like that. And
but that's because of all of you all. It's not me, it's a team. It's all of us together. We make the energy. It's our collective energy that's so high vibe, and it just keeps going up and up and up, which is beautiful. We're blessed.
right.
Really. All right, Miss Sandy, now it's your turn, doll.
Okay. I am 83 years old. I had a near-death experience 30 years ago, and I have been requesting for the 30 years that have been between them then and now to find this kind of attitude, because it is the attitude I have had all my life. So thanks to all of you, I can die happy tonight. Please pray for me that I leave the planet to all you wonderful people who are here to do what has to be done for the future.
We are all together, but we don't want you to leave the planet tonight. You have a lot more to give.
Please, Onyx, I want to leave because my health is not good. My eyes are failing, and I cannot deal with this technology, which I know has a place in the future, and I want out. So please pray that I leave if you love me.
Deal.
Thank you.
I will pray for you.
Praying. Wow. Sandy, that is powerful. We love you. Big, big hugs, sister.
Yes.
And, your path is your path.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
that allowing again. Letting
that's
go
it.
and allowing.
Oh, right, because
Allowing.
it doesn't matter what my feeling is, right?
Yeah.
That's the allowing. It is 6:47.
Okay.
Deborah has her hand up. David has his hand up. It's got to be very tight and very short so Onyx can answer for you, okay?
Super short. And thank you, Onyx. I appreciate you so much and the
Thank you.
conversations we had with two of my influencers. And so I'm in total gratitude and all you've said today about floating down the river and letting really God do it through us. And I have one technological question, which is this community calls the nighttime meetings podcast, but it's actually on Zoom. And I'm noticing some of my people that are used to other network marketing where we just call it Zooms are confused, like where do I go to a website? So I'm wondering if we could just call it Zoom. And then the other thing is that in other businesses, we've had a direct link with the Zoom where, and I personally humbly don't know how to create that, but there is a way to create the direct link so that the person just clicks on it and they go right into the Zoom.
So if you'll text me at 561-213-9139, I'll send you that direct Zoom link to the Patching Podcast.
Oh, good.
The Patching Podcast.
I didn't get that.
561-213-9139.
Thank you.
So the Patching Podcast, yes, they are on a Zoom, but this is Peter Knows Creation. This is his name. And I think it's a great name. It's a way to modernize this, but yes, they are still on Zoom. So they're going to be called Patching Podcasts. I think everybody really enjoys the name, but they'll just be on the Zoom platform.
Okay. I'm so happy with that. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. God bless.
God bless.
David, did you have a quickie before we end this? You got to unmute, brother.
I got it. Yeah. No, Jay had the question of the day. It was in the chat. He said, what really makes you laugh? So there you go.
What really makes me laugh?
Yes.
You want to know the truth?
Sure. You can take
My
it.
sister makes me laugh all the time. Like she sends me the funniest videos. Like one of them that she did the other day was, here she is, see? She did Rosanna, Dana. I'm 50 and I like to stretch. I like to dance. And I'm just laughing and laughing and laughing. So my sister makes me laugh a lot.
Beautiful.
Great question. Thank you very much.
Wow. Well, this brings an end to our question time with Onyx. It's been magnificent. I'm so grateful that you asked me to step in for Kathy. And
I'm glad you're here.
I'm really grateful to be a part of this team, to experience the joy and the light and the love. And Beanie has put up there a couple of times for us to see. We have this amazing corporate promotion going on through June 26th. If you enroll Gold or above, you get a bonus.
Oh, so that's going on for what, through the 26th?
Through the 26th.
Oh, this is a huge promotion. I didn't realize that it was still going on. So yes, thank you, Beanie, for letting us know that. I thought
5 more
date was over.
days.
5 more days. So yes.
Right.
So you'll find that promotion. It's in the chat as Beanie's put it, but you'll also find it on the team Facebook page, you all. This is one of my favorite promotions that they do. So next week, we're going to be on my YouTube channel so that we can go for the full hour, everybody. So we'll put that, it's in here, as you guys have seen. We'll put it in the Facebook page as well. And we'll see you at the normal time, just on a new channel. Can't wait to be with you all again. Everybody have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Love you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Dominic.
much.
Thanks,
Love
Sheila.
you.
You're welcome. Love you all.
Thank you, Onyx and Sheila.
Goodbye.
Happy solstice.